Hey, it's Billy.
And Pat.
And I'm driving across the country.
And I am staying here and not doing that.
Yeah.
So Billy Bob, why don't you explain to the people what the heck you're talking about?
Okay, I'll keep it short to start. I'm driving from Buffalo through Canada to Vancouver, down to Seattle, and back through the US, through Yellowstone, and back to Buffalo. I'm basically doing a Great Lakes road trip and a Pacific Northwest road trip, two of the best road trip areas, and like looping them together.
Yeah, so Billy here is gonna be gone for about a month on this road trip, and he is looking to get recommendations on places to see, places to stay, things he needs to visit, people he could connect with in all of the cities that he's gonna be driving through, because he's gonna be by his lonesome, and I wanna make sure that he is in good company and has fun things to do and has a nice time while he's gone.
Thank you.
Billy Bob will be passing through and or staying through the following locations. Thunder Bay in Canada, Regina, Calgary,
You miss Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, then Calgary, then Vancouver,
Yes.
then Seattle, Washington,
Yes.
then Spokane, Washington,
Yes.
then Yellowstone,
Yes.
then Mount Rushmore,
Yes.
then Minneapolis,
Yes.
then Milwaukee,
Yes.
then Chicago,
Yes.
then a TBD stop along the Great Lakes, Toledo, Cleveland, somewhere in between.
What's that park called? Roller Coaster Capital?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then back to Buffalo.
Back to Buffalo.
So if you live in any of those cities, if you've been to any of those cities, if you're from any of those cities,
And
leave some comments on what Billy should see and do.
Areas.
Yes.
Cities are not the point of this trip. I would love to see some cities and eat a bit while I swing through them, but I really want to see beautiful, relaxing places, and I would really like to just know if there are cool places to eat.
It's all about the
this
food.
is not a city trip. This is really a regional trip. So I am okay going into more rural areas and countryside areas. I want to just relax and adventure, you know?
Yeah.
So I do have a path set up and a loose schedule, so I don't have to stay in any of these cities particularly. I may just swing in for a lunch or a meal. I'd like to camp as much as possible in provincial state parks, national parks. I kind of am just winging a lot of it, but I'm at the point now where I'm like a week away and I need to make sure that I start booking at least the first few things I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of planning, okay?
Yeah.
To make your husband feel better about
I
it.
know.
So Billy, in as few words as possible, can you explain to the people why you decided to go on a cross-continent road trip
Yes.
around the world?
Okay.
Because I know they want to know.
I will definitely have an answer for you when I come back. But I left my job a couple months ago. I really realized that I wanted to explore what I'm doing as an adult and what my career path is. We moved to Buffalo, and I really would like us to tackle the idea of opening something, of starting something. That's what living in a city of this size is for. Like, you have these opportunities, and everyone that you know, so many of our friends have started things, and I think it's time for us to jump into that. So a lot of this trip is me settling back down, figuring myself out a bit. One of my friends, Amanda, who is a small business owner in Buffalo, will be meeting me halfway in Spokane. So the two of us on the way back through the US will be doing a lot of some business research along the way for me. You know, it's really...
It's an exploratory
It's an exploratory trip. I just want to see what people are doing in these small, medium-sized cities throughout the country. I want to see what I can bring back to Buffalo and what can inspire me. And I just want to get back to my roots. I'm an Eagle Scout. I camped a lot when I was
Nature
younger.
boy.
I need to be out in nature. I need to say that I went to the beach, the Pacific Ocean beach, that I drove across the country. I'm a beach baby. But to say I drove to the Pacific Ocean to go to the beach is kind of cool. So I'm gonna have done that.
Yeah.
After this trip is over.
And I am staying at home. I am going to miss you incredibly. But I'm so excited for you and for this opportunity and for this trip. The people that we've told, our parents, our families, everyone is kind of like, that's cool, Pat, are you okay with this? What are you gonna do? And I just said, when Billy brought up the idea, a couple months ago, I said, when are you ever gonna have this opportunity again? What a luxury in your life to have a moment where you can take the time to do this like incredible journey and take some time to like explore yourself and see things that you aren't gonna get to see. You know, who knows what the next chapter is gonna be and how much free time you're gonna have. So it's like I'm so excited and like supportive of this trip. I'm very jealous that you get to do it, but also it's just like I would be so selfish if I wasn't like, yes man, do it. So well, I'm pumped for you.
I have to say I'm very appreciative and happy that you're giving me this opportunity, and I know that's not, I don't want to say a relationship is something where that can't happen.
Yeah.
But I definitely am someone that was very independent, have been with you for a while, and almost became less dependent. And I almost need to take the training wheels off again as an adult now and kind of challenge myself. I need to challenge myself. I think we all need to challenge ourselves. And I think for me, it's a little bit of nature. It's exploring smaller cities across North America through Canada and the US. And just seeing beautiful places that will just inspire me. And I'll be posting on Instagram along the way. Hopefully get some video content up for you guys. You know, a lot of this is, you know, for me.
So we'll put all of the destinations in the description of this video, so please leave a comment if you have any recommendations for any of these places. Again, they are Thunder Bay, Regina, Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver, Seattle, Spokane, Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Chicago, TBD, Great Lakes cities on the way back.
Too many to pick from, honestly.
Also, please leave me recommendations on things to binge watch on Netflix and Hulu and YouTube channels that I should subscribe to kill the time.
And more importantly, go follow me on Instagram. If you don't already, Billy Bob N, because that's where I'll be posting all of this stuff. And I'll be asking some questions on there, surveys, things to help me kind of figure out where to go along the way.
Yeah.
Because I'll be alone.
Yes.
For most of it. So, as I get ready for my road trip, backpacking, car driving,
camp sleeping,
please help me out with any kind of advice. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe below.
All that good stuff.
I'm excited.
All right, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. And I'm assuming you're gonna come home with like a 6-foot long beard too.
And I'm gonna collect pins and patches along the way everywhere I go. I started already.
Put them on this very cool vest that you just bought for the trip that you are not gonna wear after the trip.